My name is Roberto Kain, and I'm the founder and CEO of BUSYS, which stands for Better World Systems. We are based in Ghana, and I'm so excited to be one of the SDG pioneers for 2021. BUSYS is an IT consulting company that creates impactful software solutions to advance sustainable development. Our mission is to work with inspired people to deliver life-changing software solutions that enrich lives and transform organizations.
And now I'm a fee and you will feel most. May come for Denso products at the amount. Sabani near Messia, Denso power bleach, a yiffy and inkikawan, Denso disinfectant, a yama mochery, baby and carbone public toilet, and a gatem, Denso antiseptic, a yama jarrier, no cum one getting kitty a young fire anymore. I feel you would Denso floor sanitizer. I had a paper form, say your task so. For paper, a cum one getting kitty na, no madame see sham. Denso concentrated liquid soap, and so ever what the mouth. Kayo, say you womb ye no, Bakuya green and a Bakuya orange. Green one no, so with the coffee, it's immediately to Pupomu, a trip from Emma near project. Factory way, much ready. A sunset orange one no, a grease, any oil, any free factory one. And then Remaya Bay, lemon bath hand wash, for one sa, a yimwawa, Namamusa Musuye sham. Denso product. A feeling Kikawa Beijira and Cratway, FD Ashishamwatch.
Since 1989, the Ghana Stock Exchange has brought together companies and investors to forward business growth.
Listing on the Ghana Stock Exchange helps companies raise much-needed long-term capital to finance strategic business objectives. Going public also institutes good corporate governance and sound business processes, which helps sustainability and continuity of businesses.
And that's what we are about. On the trading floor, the one goal is to make sure things work out for our business partners. And with the same expertise, we invite individuals to come buy shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange so that we can bring everyday people closer to the good fortunes they dream of. Come, do business with the Ghana Stock Exchange, where you can raise long-term capital for your business or buy shares. It's your time.
Talk to a licensed stockbroker for more information. Ghana Stock Exchange, bringing companies and investors together since 1989.
Since 1989, the Ghana Stock Exchange has brought together companies and investors to forward business growth.
Listing on the Ghana Stock Exchange helps companies raise much-needed long-term capital to finance strategic business objectives. Going public also institutes good corporate governance and sound business processes, which helps sustainability and continuity of businesses.
And that's what we are about. On the trading floor, the one goal is to make sure things work out for our business partners. And with the same expertise, we invite individuals to come buy shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange so that we can bring everyday people closer to the good fortunes they dream of. Come, do business with the Ghana Stock Exchange, where you can raise long-term capital for your business or buy shares.
As any student who has worked through the halls of this noble school can agree with me, Happy Kids School, an institution like no other, is a great symbol of excellence. From the nurturing of young minds to the grooming of today's leaders, it simply can't be imagined how impactful my educational journey from preschool to junior high school has been. Having tasted gold myself, I can testify that discipline as well as high moral standards are our hallmarks. Students who pass through Happy Kids School are assured of being diligent, assertive, creative, productive, and achieve total academic excellence. We are also nurtured morally to be God-fearing. I am a new future Martin Alfred. a final year student of Happy Kids School, and the winner of the Literacy Challenge 2021.
With the advent of a new digital marketing trend that has taken over the world, Ghana's longest-standing indigenous bank, GCB Bank, about a decade ago decided to take a leap of faith and give both workers and consumers an easier way of life in providing services. In 2017, the digitization agenda of the bank was fully institutionalized to help the bank achieve its vision to be the leading bank in all markets through the provision of first-class banking solutions for customers and value for all stakeholders. The digitization of GCB Bank has tremendously improved service delivery across our 185 branches, 15 agencies, and over 300 ATM points nationwide. Our back office processes and front office processes have been fully automated to enable more sales and customer relationship management. Today, GCB customers are privileged to enjoy services from any location at their own convenience, even while we work from home. We continue to support businesses with our robust digital and mobile technology platforms and solutions. GCB Bank's strategic positioning has created the mobile money platform G-Money, Ghana's first bank-led mobile wallet solution where customers can transact business with their phones via the short code *422#. GCB Bank has the customers at heart and will always be.
Let's go shopping.
In Kulenu palm soup base, and what is made of?
It's made in 2 different flavors. They have the pure palm nut fruit, and we have the prekese and abedru.
That's very good. Then this will help my palm nut soup preparation in the house very easy. No more pounding on palm nuts again.
Of course, it's going to make it so easy.
Really? I heard all that you were talking about. In Kulenu palm soup base, I need to get my wife one to prepare me palm nut soup.
Available in all West African shops.
It's a first cut to the deepest. My impression is quite huge. I'm impressed with the location and the size of development, which matters to me a lot. And looking at the master bedroom, so far it's been the most generous master bedroom I have viewed. And with all the built-in units, I think I'll give it a double thumbs up. Put it that way, I'm impressed, and I'm hoping that I could do some business with them.
Good morning, beautiful. How was your night? Mine was wonderful with you by my side. And when I opened my eyes and see your sweet face, it's a good morning, beautiful day. I couldn't see the light. I didn't know day.
And I'm the founder and CEO of BUSYS, which stands for Better World Systems. We are based in Ghana, and I'm so excited to be one of the SDG pioneers for 2021. Busis is an IT consulting company that creates impactful software solutions to advance sustainable development. Our mission is to work with inspired people to deliver life-changing software solutions that enrich lives and transform organizations.
And now I'm a fee and you will feel most. Make comfort denso products at the amount. Sabani near Messia, denso power bleach, a yifi and inkikawan, denso disinfectant, a yama mochari, baby and carbone public toilet, any gatem, denso antiseptic, a yama jaria, no kum one getting kitty a young fire anymore. I feel you would denso floor sanitizer. Ah, you're the paper form, say your tiles so. For paper, a kum one getting kitty na, no madame suye sham. Denso concentrated liquid soap, and so ever what the mount. Kayo, say you womb ye no. Bakuya green, and a bakuya orange. Green one no, so with the coffee, it's immediately to Pupomu, and to trip from Emma near project. Factory way, much ready. It's answer orange one no, a year grease, anyway, you, and the free factory one. And then Remaya Bay, lemon bath hand wash, for Wonsa, a yimwawa, Namamusa Musuye sham. Denso product. A feeling kikawa bay jira.
Since 1989, the Ghana Stock Exchange has brought together companies and investors to forward business growth.
Listing on the Ghana Stock Exchange helps companies raise much-needed long-term capital to finance strategic business objectives. Going public also institutes good corporate governance and sound business processes, which helps sustainability and continuity of businesses.
And that's what we are about. On the trading floor, the one goal is to make sure things work out for our business partners. And with the same expertise, we invite individuals to come buy shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange so that we can bring everyday people closer to the good fortunes they dream of. Come, do business with the Ghana Stock Exchange, where you can raise long-term capital for your business or buy shares. It's your time.
Talk to a licensed stockbroker for more information. Ghana Stock Exchange, bringing companies and investors together since 1989.
Since 1989, the Ghana Stock Exchange has brought together companies and investors to forward business growth.
Listing on the Ghana Stock Exchange helps companies raise much-needed long-term capital to finance strategic business objectives. Going public also institutes good corporate governance and sound business processes, which helps sustainability and continuity of businesses.
And that's what we are about. On the trading floor, the one goal is to make sure things work out for our business partners. And with the same expertise, we invite individuals to come buy shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange so that we can bring everyday people closer to the good fortunes they dream of. Come, do business with the Ghana Stock Exchange, where you can raise long-term capital for your business or buy shares. It's your time.
Talk to a licensed stockbroker for more information.
An institution like no other is a great symbol of excellence. From the nurturing of young minds to the grooming of today's leaders, it simply can't be imagined how impactful my educational journey from preschool to junior high school has been. Having tasted gold myself, I can testify that discipline as well as high moral standards are our hallmarks. Students who pass through Happy Kids School are assured of being diligent, assertive, creative, productive, and achieve total academic excellence. We are also nurtured morally to be God-fearing. I am Anefi Martin Alfred, a final year student of Happy Kids School and the winner of the Literacy Challenge 2021 held by CTFM.
Before the advent of a new digital marketing trend that has taken over the world, Ghana's longest-standing indigenous bank, GCB Bank, about a decade ago decided to take a leap of faith and give both workers and consumers an easier way of life in providing services. In 2017, the digitization agenda of the bank was fully institutionalized to help the bank achieve its vision to be the leading bank in all markets through the provision of first-class banking solutions for customers and value for all stakeholders. The digitization of GCB Bank has tremendously improved service delivery across our 185 branches, 15 agencies, and over 300 ATM points nationwide. Our back office processes and front office processes have been fully automated to enable more sales and customer relationship management. Today, GCB customers are privileged to enjoy services from any location at their own convenience, even while we work from home. We continue to support businesses with our robust digital and mobile technology platforms and solutions. GCB Bank's strategic positioning has created the mobile money platform G-Money, Ghana's first bank-led mobile wallet solution where customers can transact business with their phones via the short code *422#. GCB Bank has the customers at heart and will always be
in Kulenu palm soup base. And what is made of?
It's made in 2 different flavors. They have the pure palm nut fruit and we have the prekese and abedru.
That's very good. Then this will help my palm nut soup preparation in the house very easy. No more pounding on palm nuts again.
Of course, it's going to make it so easy.
Really? I heard all that you were talking about. In Kulenu palm soup base, I need to get my wife one to prepare me palm nut soup.
Available in all West African shops.
It's a first cut to the deepest. My impression is quite huge. I'm impressed with the location and the size of development, which matters to me a lot. And looking at the master bedroom, so far it's been the most generous master bedroom I have viewed. And with all the built-in units, I think I'll give it a double thumbs up. Put it that way, I'm impressed, and I'm hoping that I could do some business with them.
Good morning, beautiful. How was your night? Mine was wonderful with you by my side. And when I opened my eyes and see your sweet face, it's a good morning, beautiful day. I couldn't see the light, I didn't know day from night, I had no reason to care.
And the residential.
This one doesn't look like it was built very strong.
That just came out. I mean, once we are arranging the thing.
I see. Well, that's amazing. And what is the rooftop made of?
This is.
I mean, on the real house. On the
Yes.
We have the POPs before we put on the roof in itself and the metallic one. So we use the trusses for concrete one.
So is this corrugated
Yes.
tin?
Yes. It's corrugated tin.
I can see a bit sloped, so they don't
Oh, it's because of
too much rain. No?
Yeah.
Okay. How many of these developments do you have?
For the moment, we have 9 at 2 sites. But we are doing the first site, and then from there we move to the second site. But they are both in Tema Come to 25.
How long does it take from groundbreaking to occupancy?
Well, it depends on, because it's real estate, it depends on I mean, those who are interested, who show interest. Because it's one house we built at the moment as a show house. But those who are interested, within a year, when we finish the payment process and all of that, we're able to just start through and finish.
So do you have a waiting list already?
Yes, we have. We have.
How many on your waiting list?
At least we have about 4 on the waiting list.
Only 4?
Well, we'll get there.
Okay, so 3-bedroom?
Yeah, 3-bedroom, 2-story bed.
Okay. Thank you for telling me about that. Okay, now we're talking. We have the food here.
You need the microphone.
Oh, Esther Oaklew. The famous industrialist.
Yes.
Yes. May she rest in peace.
Sure. And then, yes, we have ranges of products. We have the palm soup base.
Okay.
And we have 2 types, the normal one. And then we have this, that's the spiced with precursor and bedroom.
Oh, okay. And where do you put them in tins? Where do you put them? Where is the factory?
The factory is at Manila, right here. And then we have the pancake too. We have the fancy pancake and then the pancake, which lasts for 2 years.
Seriously?
Yes. We also have.
So you've even wrapped it in the leaves within?
Yes,
oh,
you can just keep this on the shelf for 2 years. We also have the bamboo powder and then the corn powder as well. And then corn powder mixed with cassava.
Okay, for the cocoa. Some people like it that way.
For cocoa, for bamboo, and then for kenke.
Okay.
Yes, please. We also have the gari here. Well packaged. We have kotumre.
Oh, wow.
Yes, dried kotumre. Also well packaged.
So is this at all partially cooked and then dehydrated?
This is not partially cooked. This is dried kotumre.
So if I want to make some kotumbre stew?
Sure. So you prepare your stew. When you are done, just open it and then pour it into the stew. That's all you are going to do.
Okay.
10 to 15 minutes. You are good.
Wow, that's really convenient. Great.
And then we also have the orange marmalade. Yeah. That's our first product for the company. And we have our palm wine in bottle.
Palm wine in bottle?
Yes.
But it's so much better fresh.
Very fresh.
Okay.
And it lasts for 4 years. There's no
Wow.
preservative. Yes, please.
Interesting. So, do you export any of this to the United
Yes, please.
States?
We do export all the products, excluding this.
And do you take advantage of the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act,
Yes.
AGOA?
workplace.
Agua, the Africa Growth
Yes.
and Opportunity Act. So you know all the good places to buy Ghanaian ingredients in like the Washington area? No? So there's a place I go to called Red Apple. Have you heard of Red Apple?
You might have an agent over there.
Yeah.
Who has that name.
In Silver Spring. Okay, wow. And so both Santi and Ghana Kinke.
Yes.
Great diversity. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Are you a child of Esther Oakland? Granddaughter. Wow. Okay, that's wonderful. Very nice to meet you.
So we are an IT company and we focus on digital solutions and that's help achieve the sustainable development goals. And so we mainly work with international development partners and governments and we also in systemically developing countries in Africa, Southeast Asia, Middle East and Oceania region. So what we normally do is to give them digital solution, mainly software for social protection, for e-agri, and for e-governance, for the various initiatives that they have in those countries. Yeah.
So does, well, how do you pronounce this? Busis?
Busis, yeah.
Do you develop the software applications tailor-made for the clients?
Yes, so currently it's tailor-made. We use talent from Ghana and across Africa to develop the solution.
How many employees do you have?
So currently we have, in total, we have over 70 employees.
Okay. All here in Ghana? Or?
No, so we have 30 in Ghana and we have independent contractors across Africa and all the project countries that we work in.
Okay, great, great. You are looking to the future, I think.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
the future is digital.
Yes. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
I'm Cyril from BSU Industries. We manufacture and supply cleaning solutions. So we talk about antiseptics, disinfectants, we have liquid soap. We also have our cosmetic range as well. Currently, we operate only within Ghana and not beyond Ghana, but then we are looking forward to go further than we are doing now. And what we do at BSU Industries is everything we do is locally manufactured, and we use local resources. That's the human resource and both the material resource, all of them made in Ghana. So we're actually promoting the made in Ghana idea as well.
Great, great. How many employees do you have?
We have about 50 currently.
Okay. And where do you manufacture this?
The manufacturing part is in Nsawam, Eastern region, and then the administrative office is in Accra, Adabraka.
So help me understand how the pandemic changed how you approach your business.
Because we are into health products, I should say. So the pandemic actually helped us introduce a new product onto the market. That's our hand sanitizer.
Okay.
So we introduced it during the pandemic. And even after the pandemic, we are still selling it. But then during the pandemic too, we had a lot of influx in the market. Other people came in producing cleaning products here and there. So it was a bit difficult trying to penetrate to the right places because they give cheap products to the people. Because it's a moment where everybody feels they have to do something. So they didn't really care about quality or anything. But then we still maintain our quality. And then quality has always been our priority. So we are still doing that.
So what is the percentage of alcohol in your
70%.
sanitizer? 70%.
Yes, please.
Great. You know, I met someone right before the pandemic, and she had this innovative hand sanitizer that she was advertising as alcohol-free. And it was in a very interesting package. It was almost like a business card, so you could easily carry it around. And she thought this was a wonderful thing. But it had 0 alcohol in it. So either she had to, you know, come up with a different formula, because the packaging was an interesting shape, you know, like a business card. So, okay, that might, if you had a way to put your products with all the 70% alcohol in something that looked like a business card, it would be easy for people to carry around with them.
We'll consider that one too.
And then you could get an edge on your competition. because no one is doing that here.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so Type Company.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you very much. You're welcome. We are the proud print service providers in Ghana, and we are happy that we are the print providers for the conference. We are providing the service to them. And today we are here to trumpet our transformation story, that recovering from COVID, there are many facilities opportunities that were laid out for us. We had to make contact with our customers and discover what they really need, and realize that they needed speed, they needed quality, more quality, affordability, and to some extent they needed variable data that would help with short run. So we put across many things that we didn't used to. We used to print only on paper, now we print on every surface available.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yes.
Yeah, you have
we
coasters.
Print posters.
Nice.
Yeah, we print for hotels. We brand products such as this, and we got into industry, applying commercial and industrial value-added applications like printing barcodes, printing expiry dates and so forth on products like labels.
Great. Were you doing labels before?
Before we were not doing labels, but now we find ourselves seriously working on labels. We also found ourselves doing combining IT with print. So today we print for all the telecom companies. We print for Airtel, MTN, Vodafone, every scratch card in town, we do it for them. And we veered off into applying value-added promotions to companies to promote their products. So we put codes on their products so that when they apply the products, they get rewards for it. Another product that has also been very exciting has been print on demand for the publishing industry, where you can just print 2 books, 3 books, and 4 books and have satisfaction for that. Before, you had to print 1,000 or 2,000, but now you can just print a few books.
Okay, so for the self-publishing
Yes,
market,
for the self-publishing market. So we introduced digital print, and we're very happy and excited about that. These are some of the products that you see displayed here.
Right, hard copy and soft copy.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
So that's so interesting. So it sounds like the pandemic really pushed you to take your customer service to new heights and really listen to the market demands.
Yes, so we adapted. Today we are happy we are into new things that we didn't use to, because the industry was disrupting, and it was one way or the other going to happen. We are happy that we took the leap, listened to our customers, and we are satisfied with what we are doing. Yes.
You know, a lot of times when people want to export products to the United States under the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So sometimes their packaging is found wanting.
Yes.
And the barcode is a challenge for them. So I think there's a good opportunity for you to help boost some of those small, either food processing companies' value addition to take advantage of AGOA, which is in force until 2025.
Yeah. That's a good one. Packaging is also another thing that we do, and so we started and it's growing very well. We're very happy that we are in that sector as well. Yeah.
Wow! Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And the lanyards and
thank you very
everything.
much.
Cool. Okay, Fidelity. Did you bring any money?
We are very well positioned. You're welcome. You're welcome. I think just like you just mentioned, Fidelity is one of the leading banks in the country at the moment, and we are very well positioned, assisting many businesses in the industries across the nation, different locations. We've also had lots of partnerships with various agencies in supporting women-led businesses, youth-led businesses, businesses across different sectors. And basically it's not just about the lending, but what we've done over the period is to create strong partnerships and leading them to relevant markets, connecting our clients to locations where they have markets. You've spoken about the current pandemic, what is caused. One thing that Fidelity has done over the period is to move towards digitization. We've moved towards collection systems that is making it convenient for businesses to operate without necessarily moving into the market as much as they would be doing as in the past. One of them is our corporate internet banking system, where people are able to do payments to their suppliers, payments to international dealers. So Fidelity as an institution has been well positioned. Number one, we focused on short-term lending in terms of seasonality. Currently, we have what we call the Boafo facility. And in the current system, we are going towards the Christmas season. People are importing, people are getting ready to stock up. Those in the manufacturing industry are also buying materials, raw inputs, and we are actually assisting them to do that. We also have partnerships that are helping attend to long-term needs of customers in terms of equipment purchasing, expansion of their facilities, meeting of their local purchasing orders, contracts that needs to be financed. And interestingly, Fidelity is currently celebrating 15 years, and our 15 years celebration is not about what we have gained, but focused on how much impact we have made in Ghanaian businesses across. Yeah.
So how many years? Five or 1 5? 1 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I have a small business and I want to get a loan to grow, what interest rate will you give me?
So it depends on the sector you are coming from.
Food processing. I'm drying mangoes.
So
he's going to print my label.
Yeah.
But
So,
I don't have enough money to scale up.
Okay, so currently we have the Fidelity Young Entrepreneurs Program for young startups, and that is offering as little as 10%. And it's not just about the advancement of the facility.
Well, yes, they've told us. We've partnered with them. The network has partnered with Fidelity Bank to support our members as we transition to bigger, yes.
And it's not just about the interest. We also have a strong club where we have people who train these young businesses to make sure they don't commit the mistakes that other businesses have done and have fizzled out in their first 2-3 years of business. So strong partnership Fidelity is having with STN.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
I'm grateful.
I actually don't grow any mangoes. So. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Hello. Fine, thank you. Good morning.
I visited the Ghana Stock Exchange about 20 years ago or so, but I haven't been back. Has it changed in that time?
Yes, it has.
How has it changed?
It has changed in terms of technology. Those times when you visited, we were trading manually. Now our systems are automated fully, and when transactions are done, they are settled automatically with the central bank. And we'll have licensed dealing members who kind of assist them. As we speak now, we have signed an MOU with STN to assist some of the members who are interested in raising funds on the market, to look through their books, assist them to put activities in the proper way for them to get listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. And then also, as we speak, as I mentioned earlier, because of the automation, during the COVID era, that is last year, we were fully ready to work from home.
Okay.
Our employees were working from home, and as we speak now, part of them at home, part working, and then some of us work from the office. And also, what we focus on currently is financial. Grooming the younger ones, cultivating the habits of investment as we speak now. And the other initiative that we are also looking at are the green bonds. We want to look at how we can come up with some rules and then see whether if there are any companies that are interested in taking up listing that are focused or geared towards green activities in Ghana.
That's great for
Yes.
the climate.
Yes.
So let's say I work in the private sector and I get a bonus.
Yes.
And I don't want my family to know that I got this bonus because I know they're going to swarm me and my bonus will evaporate.
Yes.
If I buy some stocks, can I say to my relatives, I have no more cash, or will they know, well, you just go sell those stocks you just bought and then...
No, they wouldn't know because we have a central securities depository that when you buy those stocks, they are kept safe there for you, and until you give some kind of approval for your holdings to be exposed to whoever. We have formalities that you don't expose anyone's information to.
Very private.
So it is very private. We are all hooked on to the Data Protection Act that we have in Ghana already. Yes.
But would my relatives accept, like, that the money isn't for them? So let's say they knew I got a bonus.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, but then I invested it in the stock exchange. So I can't touch it. It's not, I have no money under my mattress. I have no money. Sorry, oh. Will the relatives accept that?
That's your investment, yes. And until you decide to dispose of the shares, well, they know, but...
So it's not liquid. It's not like having it in the bank where the relative can say, you just go to the bank and
it's liquid when you want to sell, when you, the individual, want to sell your holdings, but not on the part of the individual, your family members who think that you have shares, so we can take part of it at any point in time. It's all a decision of the investor.
I see.
Yes.
So how many, I think earlier there were like 7 companies. How many companies now?
Currently we have 5 for the Ghana alternative market, that is geared towards the entrepreneurs, and then we have 36 for equities, that's the main board, and then we have currently we have introduced the bonds market, the secondary bonds market, that is very liquid now as we speak. That was introduced in 2015, and it has picked up marvelously. We have a lot of turnover as we speak now. So we're still looking at introducing more products onto the market to make it more active. Yes.
And how many employees at the Ghana Stock Exchange?
20 employees.
Only 20?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, you're very efficient. 20, the right 20 employees. Okay, well, it was a pleasure chatting with you. Thank you. I think we're almost at the end of the exhibit. Who do we have here? Another bank.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay, did you bring any samples?
Yes.
Really?
Sample is cash, isn't it?
That's yes.
Right. I've got a lot of it in the booth, so I can sort you out.
Okay, all right. What's your claim to fame?
Ooh, I would describe ourselves as a technology bank or a technology company with a banking license. So we are everywhere in Ghana. We have close to about 187 branches. The first bank to introduce digital currency in the market. So we have something called the G-Money. You don't need to walk into a bank. It acts like a digital currency, not cryptocurrency, but a digital currency that can be used across the country. So that's what we're leading.
That's different than Momo?
Yes, that's very different to Momo. It does more than Momo. This operates with a bank at the base as compared to a telco. So you need to load money. You can connect directly to your account and be able to do transactions within.
And do you have people who ride around on bicycles to refill your account, like Momo? Or
no, you don't.
How do I refill my?
You can refill your account. Your account can either be connected to any bank in Ghana. You can also be connected to the host bank, and you can load it electronically onto your wallet and be able to transact business with it.
Wow, it's a different world, isn't it?
It is. It is. It is.
How do you convince someone who's been keeping their CDs under the mattress to invest in your bank or to save at your bank?
We've been around for 68 years. Okay. We've been the backbone of the Ghanaian economy. So in terms of safety to flight, it's one of the banks you can trust. Doing business with us means doing business with Ghana, because per our structure, per where we are and what we do, we tend to drive the agenda of the country. So if you believe in the transformation we are about to talk about, you believe in propping up the economy, it is the bank you have to do it.
So let's say I'm a mango farmer and I want to get a loan to take my business from small to medium. What's your interest rate for me?
So on the market today, we are the leaders in the 1D, 1F business, okay? And we give concessionary rates so we can set up factories, we can set up manufacturing plants, among other things. On the market, we give the least, so our interest rates for such initiatives ranges between 16 to 17% per annum.
Wow.
To be able to drive Oh, really? If you compare to Eric's Free and what we offer for our businesses that are in that space, especially the 1D, 1F agenda, you realize that it's very competitive in the market. It's about 500 basis points below what an average commercial bank.
I see. Which is what, still around 28 or so? Or?
So the average bank will charge about 22, 23%, and we will be around 16, 17 to support the 1D, 1F agenda of the country.
So do I need a sponsor who says it's okay for me to be participating in 1D, 1F?
No, you don't. All we need is you have a solid business plan, and we believe in that business coming to fruition, and we will support you.
So anyone can do it, from any region, from any gender, from any political party?
Exactly. Everywhere. We are in all 16 regions, and we have centers for 1D, 1F in all the 16 regions.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you so much for what you do to help Ghana develop.
Thank you.
All right. Wow, that's great.
My name is Roberto Kain, and I'm the founder and CEO of BUSYS, which stands for Better World Systems. We are based in Ghana.
At the Stanford Seed Transformation Network Business Conference 2021. We've been at this for a very long time, since we started off in 2016 after the first sort of graduates from the Stanford University decided that they were going to put this to good use. And since then, they have aligned with people of like minds in various sectors of essence of the economy. We're talking transport and logistics, we're talking tourism, hospitality, agri, healthcare, education, entertainment, and engineering, and what have you. This year will be a totally different experience, as you've seen already with the exhibitions outside. I'm sure we can put our hands together for all the exhibitors and the wonderful things they're doing. Come on, let's show them some love. My name is Johnny Hughes, and we're running from now. We'll have panel conversations. We will also hear from some great speakers. And together we'll be looking at how to scale up in many different ways, how to encourage young, enterprising minds to shape up their businesses, to take over Ghana, Africa, and the world eventually. And particularly a center of it will be the transformation continuum, which we'll hear about shortly. At this point, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome the Stanford Seed Transformation Network President of Ghana, Linda Ya Ampa. Please put your hands together and welcome her.
Her Excellency Ambassador Stephanie Sullivan, U.S. Ambassador to Ghana, the MD, GCB Bank, Kofi Adomako, the MD, Fidelity Bank, Julian Okuni, the Deputy MD, Ghana Stock Exchange, Abena Amwa, Sister STN, Nigeria and India, I know they are online, distinguished business leaders, colleague executives, and members of STN Ghana, distinguished invited guests, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a pleasure to be here today as the Stanford Seed Transformation Network Ghana organizes its business conference that seeks to empower businesses to scale up. On behalf of SCN Ghana executives and members, I do warmly welcome all of you, and I hope that the discussions, interactions, and insights would help us all on our different journeys at transforming. I would like to thank Her Excellency Ambassador Stephanie Sullivan, U.S. Ambassador to Ghana, for taking time out of her busy schedule to be here today and to also share some thoughts with us. It shows her support for the business community in Ghana. Thank you, Madam. Sincere appreciation goes to our panel members, invited personalities who will serve as resource persons. I also acknowledge our sponsors, Stanford Seed, Fidelity Bank, GCB Bank, Ghana Stock Exchange, SCN member companies who have also generously contributed to making the conference a reality. 2020 brought a lot of challenges with it, but at the same time it created a lot of opportunities, and we are grateful to God that we are all here to continue to pursue initiatives and activities that would contribute to developing Ghana's economy. Additionally, the African Continental Free Trade represents an important milestone in achieving an economically integrated Africa, which provides opportunities for businesses. It is also important to note that the UN has declared 2021 the International Year of Creative Economy for Sustainable Development to promote sustained and inclusive economic growth, foster innovation, and provide opportunities, benefits, and empowerment for all. In spite of the challenges of 2020 and 2021, SCN has undertaken many activities from peace advocacy to creating mentorship opportunities for young people, working with partners like the Ghana National Peace Council, youth groups such as Ultilee Foundation, media companies like Media General, to mention a few. We hope to work with GIMPA and other tertiary level institutions to build the capacity of our middle management level management. We have also set up a scholarship fund that will support students that need financial assistance at the tertiary level. I take this opportunity to encourage participants and institutions here to work with us on this. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's conference contributes immensely to our objective to create learning environments that enable companies to leapfrog. It is also in line with our mission to transition local companies into international players, working alongside member companies through the journey of transformation and paving the way for others to follow. In contributing to the main objective of this year's conference, which is themed Transformation Continuum, we will hear from experts, practitioners, and those with experiential knowledge who will provide us with information and golden nuggets that we can always fall back on or reference as we move along the continuum. The business world is becoming more challenging by the day, and there is always the cliche, such as funding challenges, rising cost of doing business as a result of high taxes, interest rates, cost of energy, etc. This meeting provides alternative viewpoints and direction. Distinguished participants, I would like to encourage the regulators of the business environment in Ghana to closely follow today's discussions and hopefully provide the services that would enable businesses thrive and contribute even better to Ghana's GDP. This is because our member companies, made up of over 108 Ghanaian SMEs spread across 15 sectors, are contributing immensely to Ghana's development and national agenda aligned with the SDGs. Our member companies have created dignified and fulfilling jobs, contributed to poverty reduction, quality education, quality water, created partnerships and networks that continue to ensure that Ghana is a peaceful country for business, among others. We can contribute better if the regulators provide quality service to the entire business ecosystem, as opposed to the current approach. I wish to thank all our invited guests who have honored our invitation, as well as all of you distinguished participants who are here with us today, either physically or on virtual platforms. Let us make the best of the day as we deliberate, network, and share ideas. Thank you for your kind attention. May God bless us all in our endeavors.
Thank you very much, Madam President. One more time, let's hear a round of applause for. I would like to say thank you to GCB Bank, the Ghana Stock Exchange, Fidelity Bank, Nkulenu Industries, Biosystems, Africa Concrete Products Limited, Spectra Global Limited, Dentsu Industries, Type Company, Happy Kids School, STN Ghana, Stanford Seed, Instroma GPS Limited, Cleaning Solutions Limited, and Tiwajo Company Limited. They have made this possible today, of course, with the leadership of the STN Ghana chapter. Our keynote address will be delivered by a woman who is a career member of the Senior Foreign Service, a class of career minister who was sworn in as U.S. Ambassador, Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Ghana in November 30, 2018. She was formerly the ambassador to the Republic of Congo between 2013 and 2017. Most recently, she was the acting principal deputy assistant secretary for the Bureau of the African Affairs at the U.S. Department of State, after having been deputy assistant secretary for Central Africa Affairs and Security Affairs since January 2017. She is also, or was also, the chief of staff to the Deputy Secretary of State of the Management and Resources from 2011 to 2013, and she was previously Managing Director of the Office of the Management Policy, Right Sizing and Innovation. She served multiple tours in the Executive Secretariat Operations Center and the State Department 247 Briefing and Crisis Management Center as Director between 2008 and 2010, Deputy Director between 2003 and 2005, a Senior Watch Officer between 2002 and 2003, and Watch Officer 1988 to 1989 in the White House Situation Room and 1989 to 1919. She also served as a political chief in Accra, Ghana between 1997 and 2001, as a management consultant and political officer in Douala and Yaoundé in Cameroon between 1986 and 1988. Other Washington assignments that she has held also include the desk officer for Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, and in the Bureau of African Affairs, and on and on and on. She was part of the Peace Corps volunteers in the Democratic Republic of Congo between 1980 and 1983, and later worked as the Chief of Operations for the Africa region at the Peace Corps between 1994 and 1996. This remarkable lady graduated from the Brown University with a Bachelor of Arts degree, Classics from the National War College, and a Master of Science in National Security Strategy, and she speaks French, Lingala, and some Spanish as well. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please rise to your feet and welcome our keynote speaker, Her Excellency Stephanie Sullivan, U.S. Ambassador to Ghana.
Thank you to the MC, and I appreciate that round of applause. I'll just add, I started working when I was 10 years old. Stanford Seed Transformation Network President, Linda Ya Ampa. Please, I beg to stand on all previous protocols, but I would also like to add my appreciation for the presence of the Executive Secretary of the American Chamber of Commerce in Ghana, Simon Maji, AmCham, and any other members of the AmCham present. Good morning. Wow, I think you need more coffee. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, better. I'm so happy to be with you here today, celebrating the Stanford Seed Transformation Network and its distinguished group of alumni and prospective participants. As I said yesterday at the inauguration of the Pocoase bulk supply point, I am energized. And I really enjoyed interrogating the people at the booths on the way coming in here and learning more about the wonderful work so many of you are doing to provide inclusive economic development for Ghana. Yeah, let's give them a hand. Entrepreneurship, inclusive economic development, and investing in people are all major United States priorities here in Ghana. Colleagues from across the U.S. mission in Accra work every day to empower Ghanaians like you to transform Ghana's economy, embrace innovation. You heard that I was in charge of an office that was painfully trying to promote innovation at the Department of State, to drive growth and build enduring relationships with Americans and American companies. We're especially pleased to see a world-renowned American university like Stanford so engaged here in Ghana. And a fun fact, my cousin attended Stanford and she played on the varsity women's tennis team. So I have some extended family relationship with Stanford. The theme of this year's program is Transformation Continuum, quite an appropriate theme for the year 2021. And we used to think we were open to transformation. Little did we know what the pandemic had in store for us. None of us could have anticipated how much our lives would transform over the past 18 months. We figured out how to adapt and innovate in order to keep moving forward with our goals. And I did speak with a few of the folks at the booths out there about how they had adapted to the pandemic. And you know, it seems to me they didn't just survive, but they thrived or throve. I'm not sure what the conjugation is. Some of us spent months working from home or otherwise physically isolated. And today, we more deeply appreciate how much connection to friends, family, and colleagues, our own personal networks, are a critical part of our lives and business endeavors. Fortunately, for those of you here today, you're able to rely on the Stanford Seed Transformational Network as well. The cumulative years of business experience network members possess speaks to the value of engaging with Stanford University and learning from your experience in the Stanford Seed Transformation Program. This program calls to mind the Adinkra symbol, Sesa Wosu Bain. Sesa Wosu Bain. I hope I said it, you know, a little bit. Sesa Wosu Bain. Sesa Wosu Bain signifies life transformation. This symbol actually combines two separate Adinkra symbols. The morning star, which can mean a new start to the new day, placed inside a wheel representing rotation or independent movement. Indeed, innovation can mean combining pre-existing ideas and technologies in novel ways. As we plan our own personal and business transformations, it's also important to look at the big picture, the business environment in Ghana and globally. That is why I'd like to mention President Biden's recent announcement of the Build Back Better World program, or initiative, a partnership among the G7 countries with the goal of meeting the tremendous infrastructure needs of the low and middle income countries. We all know the importance of infrastructure to support inclusive economic development and, more broadly, human development. And we know that robust infrastructure can transform an able local provider into a global supplier. Build Back Better World, or B3W, because everything needs an acronym, will be a values-driven, high-standard, and transparent infrastructure initiative led by major democracies to help address more than $40 trillion in infrastructure needs globally, a gap further exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. B3W also mobilizes private sector capital, and I saw some banks here today, in 4 focus areas: climate, health and health security, digital technology, I know that is near and dear to the hearts of many of you, and gender equity and equality. Private sector leadership in these 4 areas is the key to success, both globally and in Ghana. A network is only as good as the connections that hold it together. That's why I urge you to leverage the power of the Stanford Seed Transformation Network and direct your energies toward developing Ghana's economy, considering these 4 focus areas. For both your own participation in the Stanford Seed Transformation Network and as business leaders driving Ghana's future, I encourage you to hold the Sesuwo Suban in mind, to start every day greeting the morning sun with enthusiasm, and to keep the wheels turning, no matter what the challenge is. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Next, we shall hear from our guest speaker. And our guest speaker is an old boy of St. Augustine's College, where he had his O and A levels. He also holds a degree from the University of Ghana, a business administration master's degree as well. He majored in agric and economics. He has held many leadership roles, including executive director of corporate and institutional banking at Barclays Bank, now ABSA, and head of institutional banking at group at EcoBank Ghana Limited. Prior to being appointed to his present role, he was the director and global head of a project and asset-based finance at the Africa Export and Import Bank, headquartered in Cairo. He brings to the role over 25 years of banking experience within Africa, 15 of which has been at the very top as an executive management levels. Please put your hands together. Welcome Mr. Kofi Adomako. He's the MD of GCB Bank. He's our guest speaker.
Good morning. Your Excellency, Ambassador Stephanie Sullivan, U.S. Ambassador to Ghana, and President Linda Ya Ampa, permit me to stand on existing protocols. First of all, let me thank you for inviting me because I had, prior to joining GCB, which I did almost a year ago, I hadn't heard of this network. So when I was invited, I did a bit of research and realized that it was in line with what I was trying to do in my previous employment in Afrexim Bank, in many other African countries. And I was very excited that back home in Ghana, this is what we have already started. So I didn't hesitate, though last minute I said I'll definitely find time to do this. So thank you very much for inviting me. What was I going to talk about? I was asked to give a speech as the guest speaker, but I thought that I'd do a very short presentation and have a conversation around it. I believe in practical things. I've always been complaining when I attended many other conferences and seminars on the continent, because that's where my business was over the last 12 years, that we talk a lot and do very little. And we are tired of saying the same things. What we are going to talk about today, we all know about it, but we'll still talk about it. We will go back and we'll come back again. And we point fingers at each other. The solution is in this room. If we want to get value out of this, we can get value, but it depends on what we do with all of this. So I'll have a short presentation and just take you through a few slides. I don't know, are my slides ready? Are they ready? I don't hear you. Thank you. Okay, so in the past, you will all agree with me that when we talked about sustainable financing, it was mainly driven by NGOs, DFIs, people who provided free money. And everybody thought sustainable financing was some fetish somewhere, or anything sustainable was not profitable. It wasn't connected with being something that was profitable. But interestingly today, many DFIs, NGOs, not-for-profit organizations are the agents of sustainable financing. So we ask ourselves, what is a sustainable business? Or what are the prerequisites for a sustainable business? In my opinion, a sustainable business is basically an approach to creating long-term value. Long-term value by taking into consideration the environment in which businesses operate. It's built on three main pillars: people, planet, and when we talk of people, we are talking about the well-being of people. When we talk of planet, we are talking about the resources with which we are endowed with, and profit. Today, we look at profits not only as what goes to shareholders, okay, but we look at what happens to all other stakeholders, the communities, our workers, our regulators. We need to have a system that moves away from only providing returns for shareholders, but looking at the bigger ecosystem if we want to be sustainable. So these three pillars of planet, people, and profit serve as a fundamental base, and they lead to bearability, viability, and equitability, which ultimately result in sustainable businesses. It is important that the business and the people must be able to bear the risks that the businesses take. It's also important that the risk-reward must also be balanced. It is only under these situations will we find a business that is sustainable. So basically, to run a sustainable business, to get involved in a sustainable project, it's imperative that our endowed human resources, our people and our communities, and our stakeholders, the risk reward to our stakeholders must be well aligned, and we must keep a good balance. Now, understanding sustainable finance. I'm sure we are all aware that on the 15th of October, okay, Ghana published a National Sustainable Financing Framework. Okay, this is all in line in making, not only putting a framework in place, but making people aware, creating awareness about sustainable finance. And it's very important. Awareness is very important because you will find out that there's a lot of money sitting all over the continent and in Europe. Unfortunately, we are not able to tap into those funds. Why are we not able to tap into those funds? Because when you go through the projects, you will find out that most of them are not eligible. Even the banks ourselves, to attract that money into Ghana, we haven't taken steps to put in place certain structures to qualify to attract some of those funds. Very few banks are doing so in Ghana. And it's sad because on many occasions, you get DFIs coming into countries and having discussions with banks, but there's no pipeline. There's really no pipeline. The scale is not there. You can't scale up. The capacity is not there. The governance is lacking. So they don't fit into the programs that will lead to funding for some of those projects. And it's not because people don't know. It's probably because the capacity is not there. So I think the Bank of Ghana have taken the right steps. They've worked with banks. They've put together a framework. And they've come up with key principles that must guide banks in establishing their ESG framework to ensure that banks are compliant and banks will attract the necessary funding to be able to pass on financing to businesses in Ghana. There are 7 core principles. There are 7 core principles which I'll quickly run through. And these are the principles around which banks are building their ESG framework. These are the same principles that banks will use to determine the type of financing they will give or deploy capital for their customers. And it's important that the private sector engage banks on how this is going to work, because these are the things that banks will want to see in your businesses. They want to see how you identify risks in your businesses, environmental and social risk in your businesses. They want to see the type of governance that you put in your businesses, the type of governance that you put into your businesses to enable them lend to you to achieve sustainable lending. They want to ensure, and banks themselves will have to, as you know these days, many banks are under pressure to ensure that we have a proper gender balance framework, trying to get gender balance on our boards. And it's not because we just want to do it, but it is because it is the right thing to do. Over and above that, it is a prerequisite to attracting some of those funds that are coming from DFIs at very competitive rates and for long-term projects. And this is important because in transforming your business, in building a sustainable business, the type of funding you get and the way the funding is structured is very important. It's one of the reasons why many, as it were, green-type projects have failed, because the funding has not been correct. So we'll also want to ensure that we promote financial inclusion. And by financial inclusion, you know, we are talking about the unbanked. How do we get the unbanked into the banking system? Obviously, technology is driving that agenda today, but it's still a very important agenda for banks. Okay, and so it becomes one of the key principles. Also ensuring that we have efficient and sustainable consumption and production. Managing resources efficiently such that production and consumption are sustainable. And last but not the least is reporting on compliance, which we all in this market find a challenge, reporting on compliance. But we have to do these things so that we can learn about the problems we have. We have to do these things so that we give feedback which goes into the entire framework. Because we are doing all of these things because we want our businesses to live beyond us. We do not want our businesses to die when eventually our maker calls us. We want our businesses to live beyond us, and they can't live beyond us. There are some Ghanaian businesses. I'm very passionate about Ghanaian businesses, because if this market will change, if this economy will change, it will not change because of the multinationals. It will change because of the businesses Ghanaians own. And therefore, it's very important that a bank like GCB and many other banks, to promote this economy, we have to build capacity in Ghanaian businesses, not only lend them money, but build capacity and the right governance structures such that these businesses also become multinationals tomorrow. So reporting on compliance is a very important principle that has been included in the framework that has just been released by the Bank of Ghana. Today, companies operating in Ghana can take advantage of sustainable financing opportunities, and they can do so immediately. These are a few of the funds that we are aware of working very closely with, and have promised that we will tap into those funds to develop sustainable businesses in Ghana. Okay, so the Green Climate Fund is in partnership with GCB and also other banks in Ghana, I am aware. And the Climate Investment Fund is also there. To date, about $82 million have been disbursed or invested in projects for the Green Climate Fund. And for the CIF Fund, about over $100 million has been invested. SANREF, the Agence France Développement, has already released $34 million through various banks in Ghana. Okay, and I am very certain that with GCB coming on board, we can tap into these funds, help develop projects with our customers. And the good thing about these funds is that they are long-term. They are competitive. But we must get our projects right. We really must get our projects right. So I'll be looking forward to working with all of you into the future to make sure that we build climate-friendly projects, projects that are sustainable, projects that are eligible to draw under this fund. And it's interesting, I would like to know, because I found this unique too. I was just telling somebody, in East Africa, the sustainable projects, green climate finance type projects are very active. Very, very, very active. In West Africa, it's a different story. The question is why? The question is really why. And in West Africa, you have the biggest boy in there is our big brother Nigeria, and then Ghana, and then the Francophone countries are all in there. But the uptake of sustainable and renewable financing projects in these markets in West Africa have been very challenging as compared to East Africa. North Africa is a different story. I'm just saying sub-Saharan Africa. So we have a lot of work to do. We need to hold our hands together and work as partners. Partnership is very important. And work as partners and begin to think long term. Begin to think out of the box. Begin to think a little bigger. Well, I know I'm big, but we need to think big. We really need to think big, out of the box, and long term. We need to think like we want our businesses to survive beyond us. A few things I want us to take away, to bear in mind, is that yes, the awareness is there. Yes, there are green financing investment opportunities available. And this does not mean that we will not take caution to risks. Yes, a lot of these projects, you will find some are constrained because of the fact that a number of things haven't gone well. But it shouldn't deter us. We need to understand why things don't work well for some of those projects and fix them. A lot of it has, you can track to capacity, lack of capacity, and also poor funding. The structure, the timing,